go to Beth, who's on the line in, oh my gosh, one of my favorite places on the planet, Williamsburg, Virginia. Beth, you're on the Ken Coleman Show.
Awesome. Great. Yeah, great place.
Beth, I got to tell
place.
you, I try to make a pilgrimage there every year. My folks live not far from you in Smithfield, Virginia. I grew up in Newport News, Virginia, and I love Williamsburg, Virginia. I love it.
Great. I also grew up in Newport News. It got a little too crowded, so I moved a little bit north.
There you go.
To Williamsburg. Beautiful place.
I love it. How can I help you today?
Well, first of all, thank you for taking my call. I've been a listener for about 2 months now.
Oh, great.
Yes, I listened to every podcast, and I've actually recruited about 4 of my friends to start listening also.
Hey, Beth, that's how we grow. Thank you very much.
Yes. So I want to ask the question. I am early 50, 52, 53. Am I too old to change careers?
No. Next question.
Okay.
Beth, I'm having fun with you. You can say a few more things. I just want to hit you right there at the brain, because your brain's been lying to your heart. Your brain,
and it has, and I know it has. Yeah.
I know. Yeah, no. The answer is not. You're not too old. Absolutely not. But let's talk about it practically so that you believe that.
Okay, great. Well, one, I'm currently in the education teaching, which I was actually a career switcher. My undergrad degree is in accounting, but had a sort of a passion for teaching. It's a great occupation, especially if you have kids. But over the years, I've just lost my passion for it. And now that I'm single again, I need more money, more income. And teaching is, well, it's not there.
No, I get that.
Yes.
So what do you want to switch to?
Well, I'm very interested in technology. My job has changed to where I do more technology, more of an IT support kind of role.
Okay. Have you done research on that particular role to where you know what it looks like as far as functions, what you need to have as far as qualifications, and then how much money it pays?
I have. The thing is I cannot afford to go back to school to get a master's.
Well, wait a second. Do you need a master's for that?
You really don't. And I've researched to where you can get certifications.
There we go. Have you not heard me talk about Liberty University? You need to at least call them. You need to at least call them today. Okay? And it's liberty.edu /Ken. Call them. Say, I just talked to Ken today. I mean, you got to look into this. You don't even need to mention masters. So who cares?
Right.
So what else? You were getting ready to say something else, too. Besides technology, tech support, what else were you looking at?
Cybersecurity. Okay,
again, same questions. Have you looked into everything you need to know about that?
I am still in the research phase.
Okay, good.
I'm in a situation where I'm leaving one position, took another, not realizing that in doing so, I'm taking a cut in pay. So I've kind of put myself in a bad situation, but maybe a good situation in that maybe I can jump out of teaching now and get my foot in somewhere and move up.
Well, yeah, so the school year is about ready to come to an end. Virginia's a little bit behind us here in Tennessee. But you've got the summer, you've got the downtime to be able to do a lot of the hustling and networking and connecting and all that good stuff. Correct? Yes. So the question is
in proximity.
There you go. The question is, though, so you don't have to answer this, but I think your homework assignment is, what do I not know that I still need to know in the research stage for tech support and cybersecurity? And you're going to go get answers today from Liberty University and just see, do you even need, what certification do you need, and do they offer it or somebody else offer it? And, listen, you do whatever you got to do. You got to sacrifice. You got to cut the budget as close as you can, and right. you get qualified, and you use the proximity principle, which you can do this all summer, where you start to talk to people and meet people and get out there in that world. And next thing you know, you're going to see opportunity coming your way, because people go, oh, I would love to help out Beth. I'd love to connect her here, or and you find positions that are open that you've now got the qualification for. You use the proximity principle for that as well. You talk to everybody that you know. Do you know anybody that works at company XYZ? I just want to reassure you that this is not too late, and it's not too hard. It's just, am I willing to do what it takes? Am I willing to stay with it?
And I am. And I loved your quote yesterday. Endurance is patience concentrated.
That's it.
And
that's it. And you are blessed to be able to concentrate big time once the school year's over.
Yes, I am at an advantage. Yes.
So,
you had mentioned about technique for fighting fear.
Yes. You ready?
Yes.
You have to name the fear. So let's name yours. What are you most afraid of?
I guess taking that leap, that fear of failure.
There it is. It's not taking the leap. Nobody's afraid of taking the leap. Everybody's afraid of splatting at the bottom of the leap. Am I right?
Yes. Yes.
So let's call it what it is. You're afraid that you are going to go into this new field and you're going to get fired within 6 months because you're an imposter and you don't have what it takes.
Yes.
Did I name it?
That's it.
Okay. So anything else that you're afraid of?
Just that.
Okay, great. So now here's my technique in fighting fear. So I have to name it, and for me, I write it down, and I kind of stare at it when I'm alone. And I look at that, and I go, okay, fear is a liar. Okay? Mm-hmm. Fear is a liar.
Yes.
And so I look at that, and I go, okay, then if this is what the lie is saying, then what is the truth? And in this situation, the truth is, if you go get qualified and you learn what you need to learn to be able to do either one of those roles, tech support, cybersecurity, you learn the skill set and you get it and you practice it and you're ready to go and you get hired. You know that you are a dedicated person who's not going to quit and you're going to do whatever it takes to be good at it. And so if you got the skill set, then you can actually apply it. And you're a hard worker and you're a person of integrity and you are valuable to people and you're actually not going to fail. You're actually going to be an asset, and that means you're going to win. That, to me, is the truth. Does that sound like truth to you or not?
Yes.
So
but
then,
I need to keep telling myself that.
That's exactly right.
Yes.
So here's what the point is. By going through this process that I just walked through, you have to repeat that and writing it down and showing the lie and showing the truth. Then what happens is over time, when fear pokes its head up, you go, oh, I've already dealt with you. I've already dealt with you. Where we don't get over fear is where we ignore fear and we try to drown fear out. Oh, here comes the fear. Here comes the fear. Oh, I'm going to turn the music up. I'm going to get distracted and I'm not going to deal with the fear. How you win with fear is you go, hey, I see you there. I see you. Let's dive into this. You're full of it. You're a liar. It's like the difficult person. Think of fear as the really difficult person that you don't want to confront. They're driving you crazy. They suck the life right out of you. You don't want to deal with them. So instead of actually calling them out and putting a boundary up, you avoid it and try to turn your head. You walk away from them. You just try to turn into an invisible person. You just don't want to deal with it. So as a result, the difficult person never really gets called out and you don't put a boundary up. And so they still have power over you. As opposed to, even though it's yucky and it's not fun and it's got anxiety tied to it, you look at fear like that difficult person and go, hey, are you aware of how difficult you are? You're a real jerk and you suck the life out of me. And I got to tell you, I'm putting a boundary up. No more drama. I'm not putting up with you. I don't deal with negative backbiting, gossip. I don't want to be around it. So why don't you don't have to invite me to lunch anymore. You would deal with it like a difficult person. You would confront it and say, stop. And if you don't stop, I'm going to separate us. I am not putting up with this anymore. Now, is that fun? No, it's not fun. And so facing fear is like that difficult person. You got to look at fear and go, hey, you're a liar. I am not a failure. I am not going to fail. I do have what it takes. I'm willing to put in what it takes. I'm willing to do whatever it takes. And I know if I learn how to do something that I'm committed to and that I enjoy doing, there's no stopping me. That's the truth. So you, sir, are a liar. And you're obnoxious and you're ridiculous. The things you're saying are outlandish. Treat them like that. Because fear's going to whisper, Beth, you're crazy. Beth, you do not have what I mean, that's what it's going to do. It's going to keep coming up. But then you just go, would you shut up? I mean, if when you truly confront fear and you expose it, then you just say, would you shut up? That's not true. But you've got to put the truth thought in your brain so it sits in the same waiting room, if you will, of fear. And so that's how you defeat it. You know, you don't eliminate it. Notice I'm not saying you eliminate fear. I'm saying you defeat fear. Big difference.